Graphic novel Puzzle House was released back in August, and although we didn't get much information, it does affirm a thought that I've had since the end of Season 5. I'm pretty sure Kpp'Ar is a descendant of the Jalier. We don't know much about either characters, but we do know that both of them love puzzles. The Jailer was a human mage and the architect of Arvos' prison. She constructed it with different pieces, such that the prison was essentially a puzzle. Kpp'Ar is also a lover of puzzles. We know from the novelization of Book 2 that Viren modeled the passage to secret study after the stylings of his old mentor Kpp'Ar. His mentor loved to integrate secrets and puzzles into architecture. He thought of it as man-made magic. It's not a lot to go off of, but there is one more thing that made me think that Kpp'Ar is her descendant. When Arvos is trying to establish a method of communication with Viren, we see him bring out a crystal chest. The mirror mage returned to view carrying a small ornate chest. The chest had 4 short golden legs, delicate golden carvings of foliage wrapped around its edges. The top and the sides of the chest were clear crystal. Viren felt that he had seen this object somewhere before, perhaps in his studies as a young mage. Yes, he could see it perfectly in his memory. A chest that could have been this one's twin, or sibling at least. It belonged to Kpp'Ar. Certainly it was among the irreplaceable relics his mentor had destroyed during the profligate tantrum he called his repentance. So this chest is basically part of a matching set. It makes sense that it belonged to the Jailer since she created the prison and then she passed it down to her descendants until it arrived at Kpp'Ar. It's similar to how the Orphan Queen passed down the key of Arvos to hers until it got to Callum. The Dragon managed to retrieve Arvos' prison by the end of Season 5, but his return is inevitable for the sake of the story, so we can expect him to escape in Season 6, probably by puppeting Callum. And with his escape, we will need all the help that we can get, starting with real assassins. So the gang will have to spend some time freeing the souls trapped in coins. Since Kpp'Ar is also trapped, they will be able to determine that he could be an ally, and he's sure to have some information on Arvos, given his association with the Jailer and the matching box. I would also just generally assume that a lot of his spellbooks came from her, since she was a human mage with white hair. She appears to be relatively young in flashbacks, so the white hair must have been a side effect of her dark magic, but that's just a guess. Other than that, that's really all I have to say to connect these two characters and for this theory. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button and let me know your comments down below. Before I close out and before you leave, I quickly want to mention something else that has been circling my mind since I read the graphic novel, but I just didn't really know where else to put this information, so here's a good place. I feel like Season 5 was actually supposed to air a little bit later than it did. It kind of seems like Puzzle House was supposed to be a prelude to this season in order to build anticipation for the reveal that Kpp'Ar was in a coin. Because once the season was over and I read Puzzle House, I was just like a little bit underwhelmed that we didn't get to see Kpp'Ar at all. The graphic novel takes place not long after Kpp'Ar's disappearance, but given that it was released after Season 5, there was just no real mystery there, you know what I mean? We already knew what happened to him. So yeah, it's just a thought. Let me know what you think about that. Was Puzzle House supposed to be released before Season 5? And also, let me know, do you think Kpp'Ar might be a descendant of the Jailer after all? But that is all for real this time. Hit the like button, and until next time, bye.